Hello, so we've got a product to have a look at today. So this is a Chinese fire escape hood, and you can get these on AliExpress. The one I bought with postage was about £11.50. I ordered it on the 27th of March and it arrived today on the 7th of April, so about 11 days after I ordered it, which is pretty good. So this is a TZL30, and basically it has little instructions on there that even without knowing Chinese I can understand. So you open the box by the look of it. Oh, I'm going to see if I can stop that tracking my face for this, so you can just see that. So according to these instructions, you open the box, take the mask out of the box, put mask over your head, I guess adjust it to your head, and then you run to the exit. Now, the point of these hoods, I think they are basically very similar to like the Avon Escape hood I reviewed and didn't really like, and I know other companies make these, is that basically it's kind of... Oh, there actually does have an English bit on the side. Yeah, it says it there. The fire escape mask is only for use once. It's meant to say cannot, but says can't be used for work protection. Can't be used for work protection, which is only for personal escape and self-rescue. So basically what these are is they're designed to kind of be a single-use gas mask. Now, obviously, a thing is, if you're in a building that's on fire, you can run out of oxygen and things like that way. So this isn't going to provide you with oxygen. But what it would do, obviously, is if you were escaping a burning building, it's going to give you better odds than if you had no mask on at all, in theory. And it looks like it's made out of a reflective foil, so I guess some of the heat that would be going into your face is sort of reflected away. So yeah, but what I'm interested in testing with this is, because obviously it has quite a chunky looking filter on this, which is kind of why I was interested in it, is seeing if it actually stops smelling salt, so like ammonia getting through, because if it does, then it's a fairly good filter. And obviously with these, as much as it says it's for one-time use only, depending on what you were using it for, you probably could use it more than once. And again, I know they have to be, with these things, they have to be very legally careful what they claim it can and can't do. Like it says it can't be used for workplace protection. But in theory, if it makes a good seal to your head and it's a good quality filter on it, there's no reason it couldn't be used like that. You know, if you see my point of view. So, I guess like I said, it's sealed. I'm going to open it and we're going to see if it's any good or not. I'm also interested in seeing if you can wear it with glasses on underneath. Because if you can, that would be great, you know, but some things like that you can, some things like that you can't. And then if it is actually any good, I will put affiliate links, if I can find a couple of sellers of it, in the description. But like I said, it might be awful, so we're going to find out. That's why I'm not doing this as a short, because I want to do it as a full-length video. So I'm assuming we just rip that up, yeah. Label rips off. Quite an interesting smell. And then we've got inside, look, a bag. I actually quite like boxes like this, because you could reuse them as a first aid box or something. Right, so let's get this and have a look. So this is in what looks like an airtight sort of plastic bag, and you've got the mask in there. So first of all, can you rip this bag easily open without a knife or anything like that? Because if you were in a burning building and you just wanted to get this off the wall and escape, you would not want a bag that's going to be hard to open. So let's see if we can just open this easily, or am I going to get scissors out? Oh, I think I might have to get scissors out, unless the other end of the bag's got a different opening. But no, I think, so that's kind of not a good point. Although that's good for stopping the mask expiring while it's, you know, sealed away. If it's not got an easy rip bag, that is kind of a problem. Just like I said, you don't want to obviously damage the mask opening the bag. Oh wait, no, there is an easy rip thing, it's just not very obvious. It's right there. Don't know if you can see that on the camera. Right there. So, okay. I said easy rip, but... there we go. Okay, so you can in theory easy rip it open, but it's not very obvious. But that is a thing. Right, so here we go. So this is the foil mask thing as it is. So let's figure out how this unfolds. And I'm hoping the foil is not so stupidly vulnerable that the foil just rips easily. So what we have here, by the look of it, if I get that out here, is like an elasticated headpiece. You've got like a panoramic plastic visor. So you've got your foil head bit. You've got where your exhale valve would be there. Yeah, there's just one exhale valve on the left side. You've obviously got a cap on the filter. I won't uncap the filter till I've got it on, even though that, you know, can sometimes be a dodgy idea. And we'll see, will it work with glasses? I'm not going to risk that just because I don't want to damage my glasses. It might, but it's going to... This is quite a tight... Okay, so that's that there. I guess you tighten this to start making the mask airtight, so I can tell already it's not quite airtight, because obviously
although it sort of pressurizes to my face, a bit of air can get in the side. So what I want to do is pull that tight there. Now, is it airtight now? Not quite. Let's just move that along a bit. My face is definitely kind of in the oral nasal cut bit, as you can see there. So let's tighten this up more. I don't think there's a strap I can pull on the other side. I think it's just that one strap. Yeah, that is getting better. Again, you might still have a slight leak around a mask like this, but it's not too bad. It's better than some of the escape hood type masks I've looked at. Anyway, let's pop the filter open. Okay, that's the filter open. It's a bit irritating that when I breathe out it sort of blows air back up into my eye. So yeah, I don't like that oral nasal cut particularly. But let's test it against the thing I wanted to test it with. Will it work against ammonia? No, I can smell the ammonia straight away. So, isn't an ammonia capable filtering filter. Let's try isomyl acetate. I can actually smell that. So yeah, this is probably just a very basic particle filter, unfortunately.
Let's see if I can get this off. So yeah, interesting thing, but probably better as a prop than anything else, because, oh, hang on, that filter wasn't even open, look, there was a seal on the inside of the filter. Okay, let's try this again. So that air I was breathing was completely coming around the filter. Okay, so yeah, bear in mind there is both an internal and an external little filter plug. Right, let's try that again.
Right, the mask has a completely different smell now, because I guess I'm smelling more what the filter smells like. So let's see now, even though I think that is still going to get around the sides of it. Oh no, that is blocking the ammonia, the actual filter. If I do that, it gets right in underneath, so obviously the chin seal is pretty much useless. But let's just try the isomyl acetate. Yeah, stops that, or it's very, very faint. So again, just with the ammonia, I just want to put it directly under the mask a moment to test this. Yeah, that is stopping that, but yeah, the ammonia actually gets through the foil. So again, the foil is probably not rated for gas, so maybe
they were honest about that. So yeah, what do I think of this thing then? Right, so obviously I probably wouldn't recommend this for people wanting an actual gas mask type thing. I think I've also already ripped a little hole in the side of that foil. Yeah, so as one of those fire escape hood things, I'm guessing because, you know, smoke is mostly for smoke particulates, it would probably work absolutely fine at blocking smoke particulates to a decent degree while that filter protects you. But obviously the annoying thing with this is when you put it on, you would have to obviously remove both an inner and outer plug, because I've never really seen filters with an inside plug, and it was quite disguised when it was in there, because obviously it's like an orange plug against an orange looking sort of filter mesh thing. But this wasn't actually awful for letting the air out either, as in when I was breathing out, although a bit of air was hitting me in that eye, you know, that exhale valve actually worked. So I like that more than some of the other escape hood type things I've looked at. Because obviously the problem with some escape hoods is that issue that their exhale valves aren't very good at letting air out. So what ends up happening is that, you know, the air you're breathing out is constantly sort of filling up the mask before it leaves. With that, it was actually getting out. Like I said, the main issue with this really is the foil can probably rip very, very easily. And then obviously you've got little tiny holes where, yeah, gas could get through. So you can't really use this against gas. Again, if you had this on, especially I imagine if you push this bit for the, you know, the oral nasal cup, I kind of think this would be better, weirdly, if this had... I mean, I could maybe cut this off for a later video, but you know, like the actual oral nasal cup was just there as a half face mask. Because then, yeah, you're actually getting a proper airtight seal. The air is going out the way it's meant to, because the exhale valve hole's there. So yeah, so the actual filter and like oral nasal cup bit of this aren't too bad. The problem, like I said, is that, you know, like I said, it's the foil is gonna rip very easily. So, yeah, against smoke, it probably would do the job. Certainly don't think this is any worse than any of the other escape hoods I've tried. But, you know, for a very basic gas mask, you can put a replaceable filter on. That would be, you know, better in basically every way. And, like, the Chinese MF14 is a panoramic design a bit like this, and also, you know, not too expensive. I think, again, you can get MF14s. I'll tell you what, because I've got AliExpress open, let me just have a look right now, so I can tell you the price. So, like I said, this was about £11. MF14s are about £25. So yeah, I think that included a filter though with the MF14, and it was one with both the charcoal and the particulate filter. I'm pretty sure the one that I got was anyway. So, but yeah, the point being that, yeah, you could get 2 of these for one MF14, but the MF14 is a lot more adjustable, a better vision thing and everything else. But as far as these sort of masks go, I don't think this is actually awful. But like I said, it's still, I would still recommend, you know, really any decent 40mm mask, you can replace the filters on yourself over this. The filter on this might be worth, like I said, it might be worth for me seeing if I can somehow mod this to take the hood off and just have this as like a little oral nasal cup half face respirator, because it does have a charcoal layer in, evidently, and a decent charcoal layer, because it stopped the ammonia coming through, and it's called a ZAG30 filter, I imagine. So yeah, there you go. That's quite a fairly long video on this. Glad I didn't do a short on it. Can you reseal this tub? It kind of reseals, but obviously it's mostly designed to be a once open kind of, it's got little teeth, but you can't, you can reseal it. So, yeah, again, like I said, I'll put affiliate links in them. Like I said, if you've watched this video, you'll know what I've said about it. It's not the best thing in the world, but it's also, you know, I've seen far worse that costs far more than this. So yeah, just an interesting thing I spotted on AliExpress. So I was looking for, you know, masks of weird designs I hadn't talked about before. And yeah, not great, not terrible, really. Like I said, the filter and the oral nasal cup half of it are actually pretty good. The foil hood is going to rip very easily, so yeah, I could certainly see you can't use this more than once, because, you know, after you've put it on and left a building with it, you've probably put a few tears in it, so unless you wanted to put duct tape all over it. I also think as well, where they've stitched some of the bits together on it, that might be, let's see if I can hold this up to the light and have a look. Yeah, where they've stitched it, you won't be able to really see this on the camera, I don't think. But obviously, the little stitching holes I don't think have been, like, glued over. So again, like I said, little tiny bits of smoke would come in. Again, if you were using it as an escape hood, it would definitely give you better protection than nothing at all, or a wet rag over your mouth. But again, you do have to rip open the box, find a bit on the bag to rip, remember to remove both plugs, put the mask on. So, you know, they still take a while. And as I've said before, I still think conventional gas masks are better than these sort of things for that job, you know, because again, especially because with, like I was saying, AliExpress, she's saying that, I think you could probably get one of these again for the price of something like this. Not much difference. And I'd still recommend a TF1 more for air tightness and ease of putting on and stuff like that. So yeah, I'll put some links, like I said, in the description. But yeah, it's not awful, but like I said, it's also not great either. It, you know, does the job of being an escape hood, I guess. But again, I still wish somebody would make an escape hood that feels, you know, significantly good for one use at least. But nobody seems to yet. They all seem to be, you know, very dodgy to kind of, you know, flimsy enough. And I know it's because they're designed not to be reused, but still, it's kind of like one of those things where I then keep saying, but why would you then get a product like this if you don't have to spend very much more to get a reusable product that's a lot more durable? But there you go, that's my thoughts on it.